have a good time.
But
the Nico was the ban.
So the reason why teams hated giving it to Caps domestically was just because of how much of a nuisance he is, treating it as a split push champion. He loves sitting in side lanes and just being mega obnoxious, and I do think it's the correct choice to take this one away from Caps just because of how confident and comfortable he is on the champion.
Ooh, could it be Oriana Nocturne? Do they play Oriana Nocturne? It's a lot of fun.
Hey.
Do G2 play Oriana Nocturne? Oh, baby, have I got a story for you?
Hey. We can't do that anymore, okay? It's fearless now.
Okay, whatever you say, buddy.
I was low-key hoping that we'd get something like an Akali coming through, but it will be just the Oriana. Caps is going to keep it stock standard. The volley bear is open. Something you just got to keep in mind for Skumond, it's a champion that just gives him so much early game agency in particular. Not to say that he's going to early rotate it now, but just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I will say it got nerfed a couple of times here leading into Worlds as well.
Oh, that's an interesting pick.
As a volley bear knower, got taken down a little bit. You can it still has good spots when you want to have aggressive lanes to gank for, though. And I am.
Nikic just made a tweet at me, and I gotta clap back really quick. Hold on.
Early Varus here as well, and
I gotta clap back. Give me a second.
And is this going to be just a standard jungle top lane? Do we get like an Ornn or something like that, or a Nectin would be like the true Shurima combination here on the side of FlyQuest, keeping things pretty basic. The
B1 Azir
is somewhat thin,
makes me sad that Caps can't punish Azir apparently, even though he pulled out the Inivia.
That's kind of remaining.
R1, R2, Oriana, and Varus. Lethality obviously very strong. Whippo probably on like his most comfortable pick that you can ever have.
But Nocturne, I feel like then Nocturne starts to.
When I was there at FlyQuest Bootcamp when they were in Korea right before they went to Worlds and stuff, he actually, interestingly enough, Whippo was like kind of against practicing Renekton in scrims because he thought that it would be griefing if in a best of 5 Renekton was left open after game 1.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's not
with like Sion and Cassante and these champions like being down.
Yes, you're right. It's a combination we've seen so many times.
But I think he said this as well, like on his own. He said this as well on like his own stream. But like I know that Renekton is obviously something he gravitates towards just in general.
They can choose to match both. They've flexed this champion into both jungle and top lane, so they're keeping their options open as they lock in a Mundo.
That's a bit of fun. This is a bit of a Broken Blade special, so excited to see how that one is going to look, whether it is going to be his or whether Skumond's going to be piloting it. And now a bit more flexibility as far as the bottom lane is concerned with that Varus already locked in, so just going to be focusing on the opposite side AD carry options.
And I hope it is a jungle Mundo. Definitely would like it in the hands of Skumond into a Sejuani here.
Mundo getting picked could be a flex into jungle against Sedge.
Let's see about the bottom lane though.
It's very good against her. And so also, you guys might have read my tweet yesterday about the VKS and PSG games, and I tweeted about Malphite and I tweeted about Ornn in the jungle. Ornn versus like Sejuani, Maokai, these junglers. Ornn very good. So also very good against like Skarner, who probably is positioned now to come back next patch.
Does even start to be viable as well into a Varus.
The reason that Ornn's so good in the jungle is he never has to reset because of the changes that have happened to the jungle. Atacon actually helps him hit his level breakpoints faster. So that's a benefit from the jungle that he used to have a little bit of difficulty with, where before he could realistically only get like 1 item in like a normal match, 1 to 2 items, right? Whereas now it's almost like he pretty consistently gets 2 to 3, and 2 is really all that you need to justify Ornn in addition to his own upgrade. And then in the jungle, Ornn is able to build the enchanter items, which other tank junglers can't justify building as much. And he can still clear in the same speed because he clears every camp except red and blue in 8 seconds regardless, just because of W passive damage, etc. Okay, Yuumi being hovered, I don't think it's real, although I do think that Yuumi is on the precipice of being able to return to competitive.
Keep this Mundo as flexible as possible until the very last moment. They want to see what is rounded out, but G2 have gotten themselves a nice little wombo combo at the very least. Varus ultimate, Oriana ultimate, Rel ultimate, a lot of R buttons that they can just press in combination with one another. FlyQuest thinking about their bot lane. there aren't many AD carries left that can really match up against the Varus. They want a little bit more utility, so they're hovering over the Nautilus, and I expect that to be locked in.
Answering engage, as Nautilus was a ban throughout this series, I feel like, in the second round. Couple of times, so going to get his
Nautilus ban, or Nautilus pick, sorry.
Now we'll have to get the information as to what Master is going to be playing.
You need big damage.
I mean, I kind of like it so far.
I really would like to see Smolder.
Playing into 2 low mobility
I would like to see like Smolder. I'd like to see Jinx.
So
I'd really like to see Smolder or Jinx.
You have a lot of good like
Smolder or Jinx, please. Please Smolder or Jinx. Please Smolder or Jinx. Smolder or Jinx. Smolder or Jinx, not Sivir.
I personally want something with higher damage than a Jhin.
Smolder, Jinx. No!
I willed it in.
No!
Yeah, I mean, I'm just staring at the Mundo. So maybe I'm with.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And now G2 can do whatever they want. Oh my god! They could even take Malphite. You have nothing to stop Malphite even. Holy shit, dude!
See how it does go, but now to round out
this is like worst draft of the tournament. Oh, this is the worst draft of the tournament. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh my god.
Which is likely not going to be happening. Labrov to lock that one in. And so BB with a Jax towards the Renekton. The matchup, obviously something that Jaxes do like because you can nullify the W. But could still be a difficult one because Renekton is just pretty good in the early to mid game.
Oh yeah, I mean early on.
Holy shit, no man, no.
But this is a bit of a Broken Blade special. Domestically, it's one of his highest win rate champions, and it's just something that a lot of teams were very afraid to give to him, but then the champion kind of fell out of meta.
You ask him?
Of course, it did get some buffs coming into this championship. We already saw Mirwin bringing out not so much great success, but Broken Blade feeling confident as Skewmon going to be taking his hands with the Mundo. I do think G2 have decent range thanks to the Varus. I'm expecting him to go for lethality once again to try and have some poke back against both the Azir and the Jhin. The question becomes, how confident are you with what FlyQuest have drafted? I do like the Azir, especially with the front line of the Sejuani, but as you mentioned, that Jhin does concern me a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, I feel pretty decent about it. They have got a lot of tools that FlyQuest do rely on a lot as is, and the Nautilus.
There's just no damage for Fly. It would be like.
Gentlemen, having a look here at Skewmon and what he has put together.
The thing is like Malphite.
Going to be the decision.
Malphite here would have been crazy.
Some keystones that are worth noting.
Other things that also they could have picked, and there's just no damage for Fly, would be like Ornn. Ornn is like really nuts in this spot. The ornaments are guaranteed to come online. The problem with this comp is everything's on quad. Everything is on quad.
Between both Bwipo and Broken Blade, given the
this feels so bad. This is also even, I mean, yeah, this is also even a game where like you could have had like Cassiopeia top lane.
Over Broken Blade kind of throughout his career. It only really shifted around that 2021 mark, but given that they both played in